According to a study conducted by government last year, unemployed rate in the country stood at 7.5%, indicating a persistent challenge for the economy. Uganda's working population is estimated to be 23.5 million out of a total 45 million Ugandans, with only 10 million individuals employed. The remaining 14.2 million people, despite being eligible, can barely find employment. Additionally, 1.3 million individuals are employed but still seeking for better jobs. The high rate of unemployment is further compounded by the fact that 4.4 million people are outside education, employment or training. Moreover, 60% of unemployed Ugandans are inactive and gave up on the search for jobs. Furthermore, the study showed that there were further regional disparities in unemployment rates, with Central Region having the highest rate at 10.7%, followed by the Eastern at 7.7%. The Northern and Western regions had lower unemployment rates at 6.5 and 5.8 respectively. As joblessness soars despite the public-private initiatives on investment and enterprise, government seems well aware. During President Museveni's Labour Day remarks in Namutumba yesterday, focus was further thrust towards creating more job opportunities despite calls to address welfare.
The main point of emphasis should be how can we create more jobs?
Ekinu si kyandibaire nti tukola tutya emirimu egindi okwongera ku mirimu gyaife.
Tusobola kukola ki bintu ki ebinatuweereza emirimu egisingawo. Okay, it is all right to talk about the welfare of the few who are working. It is all right to talk about that.
Kirungi okwogera ku ngeri kumbeera y'abantu abakozi abo abatono gye bakoleramu.
Embeera y'abakozi abalina omukisa gw'okuba balina emirimu buti. Now, according to the minister,
okusinziira ku minisita,
she told us that about 10 million or 11 million people have jobs now.
atukubere nti bantu nga bukaire 10 n'abalina emirimu bonka.
There are others who don't have jobs.
A low purchasing power parity and a depreciating shilling have had a big impact on investment and enterprise growth. Over time, this, among other factors, have almost made it impossible for robust SME and industrial growth, as extra anxiety is expressed by members on the Presidential Committee.
We have to appreciate one thing, that money can never be enough. But the truth is our salaries do vary. I sit on the Committee for Presidential Affairs, where Office of the President and President's Office is, together with ISO and ESO. And we looked at the salary scales of the soldiers. The truth is the money is still low. We tried to recommend for an increment so that these people can also have their salary scales elevated. That is the very truth. Money is still at the low end, but also government, I believe, is trying to look into that.
Uganda has a working population of 23.5 million people out of the country's estimated 45 million people, of which 52% of the working age population are outside the labor force. The Minister of Labour and Social Development recently made a promise that the unemployment rate is yet to shift from 5% to 3% this year, which is quite ironic for a country whose 14.2 million in employable force can't find a job.
We also are projecting that unemployment will continue to decrease from the 5%. We are projecting 3% of unemployment in 2023. The only challenge is that majority of the employment is in the informal sector. These are people who are either employing themselves, these are people who are working in the roadside, in restaurants, working in tailoring, working in all sorts of formal setting.
Uganda's unemployment continues to persist, challenging many, with recent statistics revealing that 17.5 to 7.8 of the labor force is unemployed, and the youths, among others, are the most affected. Pro-investment policies and private sector growth remain key to avert the problem. Runana Habwe, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.